Hey guys, my name is Eric. Welcome back to the gaming channel, and welcome to a first one of these videos that I'm doing as Eric's gaming channel here, is talking over some gameplay and talking about something that is really interesting. So, recently, for some reason, there's been a massive rumor going around, and you may or may not have seen this. There's been a massive rumor going around that PS4 servers are shutting down spring of this year. Now, I'm here to quell your fears. This is not true. Sony has not made any announcement of a widespread PSN or PS4 shutdown. It's just not true, all right? You can settle down. Sony is not shutting down PS4 servers, at least yet. Now, here's the thing. And here are where people are getting a little confused, I think. Number 1, the thing is, people like to spread rumors. It's the internet. I think we all know this. Now, a very popular rumor is always to spread or to spread is like, oh yeah, this server is shutting down, or this game server is shutting down, or PSN is shutting down, whatever. Now, once again, the most recent one is that PS4 servers are shutting down. This is not true. Sony has not made any announcement, and they would too, about PS4 servers shutting down. Once again, not true. It's more of this. Okay? So it's important to remember. It really is. It is important to remember that the PS4s, they have sold a lot of PS4s. Sony has sold a lot of PS4s. Now, you got to remember, not a lot of people still own a PS5, even in 2026. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to read off some of this article by Retro Broker. I'm not sure how, viable this site is, but I'm going to link it in the description, and you can kind of draw your own conclusions from it. But the points that they do make are very, they make a lot of sense. So here we go. Once again, this article is linked in the description below, so go check it out. And here we go. So, here we go. The internet, our PlayStation service shutting down? The short answer, a sigh of relief, is no. Once again, Sony has not announced a widespread shutdown of the core PlayStation servers. You can breathe easily. Your ability to log into the PSN and access the PlayStation Store and play the vast majority of your online games is not ending anytime soon. Now, once again, this is where a really big differentiation comes in. That was an interesting sentence right there. This is where people are getting really confused. There is a difference between PSN servers and game servers. And here is where I think people are getting really confused about it. Is while a full PSN shutdown is not imminent, the PS4 is entering the twilight of its reign, which is true. The PS4 has been out for a long time, and the PS5 is, starting to weed out a lot of PS4s and all that fun stuff. Sony's focus is now squarely on the PS5. This means a few things are happening. Fewer new games. Major developers are shifting their efforts to create games exclusively for the PS5, while some cross-gen titles are still being released. The era of blockbuster PS4 exclusive games is over. And this is the big one. Individual server shutdowns will increase, and this is where I think people are getting confused, is that the game companies are shutting down servers for the older consoles, which they can do, and I think that's what's getting people really confused, is that, oh, it's the PS4 servers that are shutting down. No, that's not the thing yet, at least. It's more of there are some games that are shutting down their servers and their access for PS4 is really what it is. So, there's that. Individual server shutdowns will increase. You can expect to see more announcements about older, less popular games having their online multiplayer servers deactivated. This is especially common for annual sports titles, an old Madden or FIFA game, for instance, or multiplayer games whose communities have moved on to the new installments, which is obviously very typical. How long do PS4 servers have? Given the PS4's colossal install base, well over 117 million units sold, it would be commercial suicide for Sony to pull the plug prematurely. Millions of customers are still actively buying and playing games on the platform, which is a massive thing to really think about. Looking at the PS3 as our guide, its online services have persisted for over a decade past the launch of its successor. If that pattern holds, we can confidently predict that the core PS4 online infrastructure will remain active for many years to come. You likely have until the late 2020s or possibly even the early 2030s before before the core PSN shutdown for PS4 and even a remote consideration. The final verdict, don't pack up yet. The PlayStation 4 is far from being a paperweight. It's a titan of a console with one of the greatest and most expansive game libraries ever created. For the foreseeable future, you can continue to build your collection, earn trophies, and enjoy online play in its most popular titles. While the online world for some individual games will fade, the console itself will remain a bastion of incredible single-player experiences, and one day the service will finally do go when its service finally do go quiet, it will take its proud place on the retro shelf next to its ancestors. And that's the thing. And this is where, once again, I think people are getting a little confused. It's not that PS4 servers are shutting down, it's more of some game servers are shutting down their services for PS4, which they can do, and that's where the confusion is coming from. So no need to worry, PS4 servers are not shutting down. All right, I thought they were. I saw the same thing that you probably saw online, that has been a thing recently, that PS4 servers are shutting down. They're not. Don't worry about it. All right, it's fine. They're not shutting down anytime soon. All right, so you can quell those fears a little bit. But if you're still rocking a PS4 in 2026, might be time to upgrade. But that's it. See you later, guys.